Good Tuesday morning, South Carolina weather watchers. Hopefully, everyone had a fantastic Monday yesterday and is having a fantastic Tuesday today. I'm your host, Joseph Peterson for South Carolina weather. Let's talk about the weather for your Tuesday. Now, looking at the radar right now, we do have showers, downpours going through Lancaster, Chester, Lawrence, Newberry as well, and all the way down just to the south of Georgetown and to the west of Conway and Myrtle Beach, is where we have some more rain going on right now. In terms of the MRMS, let's look at that right now. The MRMS right now is showing obviously the showers, the downpours going on inside the Carolinas. We also do have some rain, some storms going on in Missouri and Kansas. Also up here inside the Dakotas, Canada, Idaho, Montana, down through the entire Rockies. But the Northeast, look at the Northeast, nice and dry. The Mid Lakes or the upper Midwest and the Great Lakes region are pretty dry as well. Even portions of the Deep South are also pretty dry as well. So that's that in terms of current precipitation. As we move on and we go to our cloud cover right now is showing just some pretty good cloud cover that goes all the way from Columbia all the way up towards Charlotte, Rock Hill, just to the west to like Anderson, Greenwood, and maybe like up there towards like Cheraw, South Carolina as well. Sumter, Florence, probably in a clear spot. Augusta in a clear spot. Charleston seeing some light clouds. Savannah seeing probably no clouds right now. Here's our cloud cover total percentage for the next 18 or so hours. As you push this forward, you can see that cloud cover will definitely continue inside the upstate. But as you get into like the late evening hours, you do have the potential to see that heavy cloud cover move through the entire state as that chance of rain increases up slowly and slowly and slowly. Here is our current temperature: 79 in Columbia, 82 in Charleston, 86 in Beaufort, 77 in Myrtle Beach, 75 in Georgetown, 79 in Rock Hill, 75 in Greenville, 77 in Anderson, 82 in Greenwood, 79 in Sumter, 80 in Florence, 80 in Moncks Corner. Here's our high temperatures for today. High temperature at 89 in Moncks Corner, 92 in Walterboro, 88 in Charleston, 85 Myrtle Beach, 86 Georgetown, 92 Hilton Head Island, 88 in Columbia, 83 inside of Spartanburg and Rock Hill, 85 in Greenville, 88 in Anderson, 89 in Aiken as well. Here's our peak sustained winds for today. Not really too much in terms of sustained winds for today. I'd say mainly around like 5 to 10 miles an hour sustained is all we're going to see today throughout the entire state. And while we're just watching for that, the only other thing that we're watching for right now is the potential for some severe weather and like rainfall and all that kind of stuff. But not much in terms of winds for today. Same thing with wind gusts. Not really much in terms of for wind gusts either. Here's the precipitation that I was just talking about. Precipitation around half an inch to an inch possible in Moncks Corner and Charleston. Maybe even around 1.1, maybe around an inch to 2 inches possible in like the Tri-County region. Dorchester County, Berkeley County border right there. Quarter of an inch to a half an inch in Myrtle Beach. Tenth of an inch to a quarter of an inch in Georgetown. Hundredth of an inch to a tenth of an inch in Hilton Head. Quarter of an inch to a half an inch in Columbia. Quarter of an inch possible inside of Camden. Maybe even a tenth of an inch to a quarter of an inch in Florence. Same thing with Rock Hill, Spartanburg, Greenville, Anderson, Lawrence as well. Aiken around a quarter of an inch to a half an inch as well. So mainly most of the rain probably will be falling somewhere in like the Tri-County region of South Carolina. Here's the SPC outlook. Here's our day one risk. We do have a marginal risk of severe weather that is up for most of South Carolina. Really just a damaging wind threat. That's the only thing we're watching for this. Just some isolated damaging winds, 40 to 60 miles per hour are possible from the low country South Carolina up towards like Rock Hill and over towards Myrtle Beach region. Here's our day one excessive rainfall outlook. As you can see, we do have a slight risk of excessive rainfall. That goes all the way, again, low country of South Carolina, all the way up towards the Midlands of South Carolina, and then a marginal risk that surrounds that. So already some places in here that are already flooded already, still from Tropical Storm Debbie, but the more rainfall is going to fall today, and they could build more on those areas already, and a minor risk of flooding going in for most of South Carolina still. Here's our 7-day tropical weather outlook. As you can see, we do have Tropical Storm Ernesto still here. Ernesto is expected to bring tropical storm conditions to portions of the Leeward Islands today, into the Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico late today or tonight. Heavy rainfall may result in locally considerable flash flooding and mudslides in areas of the Leeward Islands through today, and over the Virgin Islands and into Puerto Rico by later today through Wednesday. And then it just talks about it's too late to know what's going to happen for Bermuda. But Bermuda does have a high chance of receiving tropical storm force wind gusts. Definitely something that Bermuda's going to have to watch out for. Maybe even a hurricane force wind gusts are possible as well. The arrival time of those winds right now, again, not impacting South Carolina at all, really. So that's pretty much all in terms of that. Here's the expected rainfall. I mean, like 6 to 8 inches, but maybe a bit more than 8 inches locally in some localized areas. But other than that, that's it in terms of Ernesto. Let's look at the short-term models real quick, and then we'll look at Ernesto a bit deeper. But here's the 12Z right here. And as you push this forward, as you get to around 2 o'clock, showers, thunderstorms starting to get going across on South Carolina. And then they will continue to move at around 6 o'clock, still going through the region. And then we still will have some showers, still will have some thunderstorms at around 10 o'clock p.m. Those will continue. And then as we go to around 7 o'clock in the morning, showers, thunderstorms going through Augusta, just to the northwest of Orangeburg as well. Those will continue to push to around 1 o'clock, where you start to see showers, thunderstorms for the low country of South Carolina. And then they will continue as we go through 4, 5 o'clock, 6, 7 o'clock as well. And then we'll have the threat for some more showers, some more thunderstorms going through at around 8 o'clock or so p.m. And those will continue all the way through to tomorrow as well. So that's pretty much the model guidance for that. Let's talk about Tropical Storm Ernesto a little bit more, just to see if there's any other threats. So this is what Ernesto looks like right now. Again, very much organized, or a lot more organized than it was, I'd say, than yesterday. You saw it yesterday. Here's the cone right here for it. Again, not impacting South Carolina. Expect to become a hurricane at 2 o'clock in the morning on Thursday. Here's our global hurricane models right now. Not impacting South Carolina, not making landfall. But there's a couple of stragglers that say that it could make landfall in like Atlantic Canada or like Maine. The GEFS right now also showing that this thing will curve but not making any landfall. So we'll see what happens with that. And then the GEPS right now is showing these things going outward, maybe making landfall in Atlantic Canada. Here's the intensity guidance. Most of them maxing out at around like a Category 2, but Category 3 is not out the question. It can be a Category 3 major hurricane, not out of the question at all. But that's all that I have in terms for today. Here's a look at the radar one last time if you want to look at it. Right now we're still at 192. We've been at 192 for a couple of days now, so we need people to hit that share button, hit that subscribe button if you have not already, because we're trying to get to 200, which is 8 more subscribers in less than 3 weeks. So we need to get that subscriber goal up. We need 8 more people to hit the subscribe button. So please go on and do that. And I will be back tonight, 9 o'clock, with another forecast update. I will be live. Make sure that you guys are there. Hey, yeah.